trying to find a spot where my feet won't be so cold, but everywhere is cold. And so I'm just really bad. Why is it so cold? It's
You're the dancing zombie.
Oh, it's so
A
cold.
dancing, shivering zombie.
Hello lovelies, so a funny story about this look. I originally started out with one idea, but it completely morphed into another. So the look I'm going to be showing you today is that burned zombie blisters on the face kind of deal. So what I'm doing first is I'm carving out prosthetic molds with those little metal tools that you saw, and you can probably get those at almost any craft store.
What you think? Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep.
After I carve out the shape I want, I smooth out the edges with my finger so we can get the cleanest prosthetic possible.
Smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one.
Next, I am building little walls around the entire mold so that when we fill in the mold with gelatin, none of the gelatin will spill over.
Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good.
And you're basically just going to do the same thing for the left side. Now I'm just lathering up with some Vaseline so the prosthetic is easier to remove once we're finished. Now, to make the gelatin, we are going to mix together 1 part gelatin powder, which is found in any supermarket, 1 part glycerin, which I ordered mine offline, it's just vegetable glycerin, and 1.5 parts water.
The good old days when the mama sang us to sleep.
Now you're just going to mix that all up, and you'll notice the longer you mix it, the thicker it's going to get. You'll know it's about ready when it kind of looks like applesauce, but don't eat it because it's not going to taste like applesauce. Now you're just going to pop that into the microwave for 10 to 15 second intervals until it's completely dissolved and liquidy. Do not bring it to a boil or it's just going to get all kinds of messed up. Now you're going to re-get your molds out and you're going to fill them up with the gelatin mixture, making sure to get the edges as smooth as you possibly can. After about 20 to 30 minutes, they should be nice and cooled, so you'll be able to take those back out of the refrigerator and begin to gently peel them out of their mold. The Vaseline probably should have helped a little bit. By probably, I mean it should have helped a little bit. So this is me in all of my naked face glory. I'm gonna switch over to a voiceover to explain the real details of applying, because I've tried talking and putting on makeup and it never works out too well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the voiceover now. First things first, I'm laying out where I want my cuts just so I can get a nice base for the look I want. And then I do some nice latex and cottoning sandwich action, and by that I mean layer latex, then a layer of cotton, and then a layer of latex. Little known fact, cotton balls can be unwound and then made into a really nifty mustache, just in case any of you guys wanted to know.
Now you know I'm at an all-time
This is optional, but to make smoothing down the edges a little bit easier, you can apply Vaseline to a little spatula tool and then just smooth out the edges so it'll glide right over the latex. Oh, dance break. Don't you just hate when you're trying to dance and have a good time and then you remember that you forgot to put on foundation? So I went ahead and did that real fast, and foundation is just going to help make the latex blend into your skin more for a smoother final result. You're wondering, I hadn't blinked in a while. Now to apply the prosthetics, but first what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to apply some Vaseline to your eyebrows and your baby hairs around your head. Because if you don't do that, you might accidentally rip them out with whatever adhesive you use, whether that be spirit gum adhesive or latex. No matter what you use, it's going to really hurt if you don't use Vaseline. Now we can take our prosthetic pieces, which I cut in half because this is the point where I decided, you know, I don't really think these are going to work as eyebrow and cheekbones. So my camera also cut off, but here I am just applying latex to the outside of each prosthetic so it holds better. I'm also adding a little bit of texture and creating little veins by just pushing around the extra strings of latex so they look like little wiggly worm veins.
Know how I would have bought this, regardless. All these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust this song is flawless. Honest, there's a few songs on this record that feel common. I'm in constant confrontation with what I want and what is popping in the industry. It seems to me that singles on the radio are currency. My creativity's only free when I play it through. They keep saying you're lame, boy. Lame.
Alright, now you're ready to start painting once all of this dries. I'm taking red cream paint and basically just putting that on the inside of the cut on the cheek and on the neck, and that'll add that kind of underskin gash, red, bloody mess. I'm taking black and also putting that on the inside of the cut to add depth and texture. That green color, I'm putting that on the inside. Since we are a zombie, I figured might as well have some infected cuts. So I'm taking that green and spreading it around my face a little bit and inside the cuts just to blend it out and make my face look more dirty. A base of black and then red on top just so we can get that old flood look, and then I'm just blending it out with my finger. So what I'm doing here is I'm painting around the latex, but for some reason I forgot to show what colors I was using. So basically I'm using a dark green and a dark red to further irritation, depth, and infectivity.
Your lane.
one of my favorite products. It's blood paste, and it's basically a gel that you can put on the inside of wounds around your face to give everything a more bloody and gory look. So I'm applying that to my lips and on the inside of my cuts and around my face to give me a more zombified look. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you remake this look, go ahead and tag me on my Instagram. It's at mrosesfx. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to make more videos in the future. Bye!